All right, good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Gloria Pope here, and I have a very special interview today. Okay, and she's very special because I think we've known each other since she was like 6,
For real.
like in real life, right? So
Like I really was thinking about you, and I remember you walking up Magnolia because you were on your way home, and I seen you like, "Hey, Glow, hey," and we're like in 6th and 7th grade, something like that.
yes, you guys. So we have Denisha Alphonse. Everybody say hi.
Hi, it's so good to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you. I am really excited to have you because I have watched you grow with your business, and I've always been really impressed with it. Because I like the message. You know, I'm all into early childhood as well, so I'm just like, yo, this message is just amazing. So tell everybody, what's the name of your business or your children's books, or what do you consider it?
So it started off just being children's books. We Don't Cry, We Try, a series that has 3 books so far, and there's one coming out soon, hopefully within this year. And then now I turned it into a business, We Don't Cry, We Try LLC, where I want to make a brand, I want to make a mission, and I want to start getting into the schools, make an after school program. And then it is, I want to have merch. I got my little We Don't Cry, We Try shirt on, and I have my banner. And it is something that is a catchphrase, and I want it to be a way of life,
Okay. No, I totally agree. I totally get it, especially because people don't really focus more so on the social emotional learning of children, and actually just honestly adults as well, I want to say. Some of them need to back and realize about how much we down ourselves and our own energy. Yep. So why did you start writing these books?
So I have a lot of different reasons why I started writing books. So I've started writing period because my grandfather, he really encouraged us. Ever since we were little, he had a tape recorder and he would just start telling stories. And I even have some of those stories today. So that's why I wanted to start writing. Then I had a baby when 14 years ago, and he passed away when he was 6 months old. Yeah. And then I got the opportunity to have more kids, and I realized it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. And so I started to get frustrated. And I'm like, oh, you frustrated? You wanted this. This is, my son's name was, I called him Mijay. I'm like, Mijay passed away, and this is something that you wanted to be a mother. So almost like, how dare you want to be all catching an attitude with these kids because they don't want to go to bed. They don't want to brush their teeth. The normal stuff that kids don't want to do. So I kind of used it for myself. Like, we don't cry, we try, niche. Like, this is what you wanted. It's hard, but you're going to do this, and you're going to do it well, and you're going to like it because this is what you wanted. So then I wanted to engage my kids with it when they started to get frustrated, because there are very simple things that we want to do, but we get frustrated and we think, forget it. We could try something else. I'll do it later. And that doesn't help us reach our goals or to become stronger or better people. So it's all about resiliency. It's about picking yourself back up, even if it's not at that moment. And we will cry. We will cry, we will shout, we will complain, but we cannot stay in that place. We have to pick ourselves up. We have to move forward to reach success.
I think that is such an amazing message. People just got to keep on going through the tears and through the pain. Absolutely. And you can relate that message to anything. You can relate it to, trying to lose weight. You can relate that to trying to change your diet. You can relate that to not want to choke out your kids. You can relate that to so many different things because it's so meaningful and it's so true in real life, because sometimes some things are just really, really hard. Sometimes it's hard to say sorry the correct way.
Was just talking about how sometimes we even have to apologize to our kids, because for the mothers that don't have that, we don't cry, we try, and you telling them to get they over here, and you ain't have to. It's you cool with it because maybe that's how you roll, but they will talk about you later. And you don't think about that, how your kids will, they love you, you're the, parent and everything like that. But I'm sorry, it's raining and I have this, I don't know if you can hear it. But, they will talk about you later, and you'll wonder why, the kids is catching an attitude with you when they're old enough to kind of move on their own. And it could be because you didn't give them a little bit of some empathy to understand that, it's hard. So that's why where the we comes in at. We don't cry, we try. We both have to try and, move forward after we make mistakes or can't do something. And, we wish that we had done it. So.
No, I agree. I apologize to my kids all the time because sometimes I look at them, I'm like, you know what? My bad. I'm not in a good space today. So I'm going to go take a shower and then I'll check back with you in a little bit.
Exactly.
Even a 2-year-old. Sometimes I got to leave her. I got to leave her by herself. Like, I got to go. Because you're not going to drive me bananas right now. Okay?
And it'll be all right for those little bit of minutes that you got to step away, because that's better than, you got to tell somebody what you did and why, you're calling them from jail or whatever. So, it's better to just be honest, what I'm saying, as much as you can, even if it's not right at that moment. You want to take the chance and the opportunity to show that you do make mistakes, but there is a way to rectify those mistakes. And it can start with as simple as with an apology. And then knowing that we don't cry, we try, and we're going to remember that so that we don't keep making the same mistakes.
Real life lesson here. Real life lesson. So all of your books, right? So tell me about you've written 3 so far. What's the first one about?
So the first one is really short. It's called We Don't Cry, We Try, Play Your Horn. And it's about Don. Don is the main character, named after my son Adonis. And he goes through situations where he would rather give up. So in this one, he is learning to play the cornet, and he's like, I'm never going to play as well as my grandfather, who's trying to teach him. This is whack, pretty much is what he's saying. And his grandfather says, if you keep practicing, you're going to play with the stars. One day you're going to be playing in concerts, and they've been paying you to play your horn if you just keep practicing. So I think that that's a really good message. My grandfather, he was a bandmaster, and he used to try and get me to play the scale, and I would cry as if he was trying to make me eat dirt. And why? Why did I have to be so dramatic? Why couldn't I have just tried? And then maybe if he had the catchphrase, Denisha, we don't cry, we try, and then explain to me, how in the future, if you give this opportunity a chance, that it will help you grow and you can, be different than other people. He used to be like, what's the problem with you? Are you scared? You scared people are going to beat you up? Maybe I was scared that people were going to beat me up. I was afraid to try. And I think that I really wanted to give this catchphrase to the world, because you don't realize it later, but the reason why you shy away from a lot of things is because you're scared. And you don't want to miss out on opportunities and have regret later. So you have to be willing sometimes, maybe not at that moment. And I always say, it's not about that exact moment, but you have to be willing to give things a try.
This is so interesting, because even for people who want to start their own businesses, one of the biggest things is for me, I've always had to work 2 jobs prior to when I met my wife, and I had a night job and I was working overnight. I wasn't really seeing my son, and she was like, yo, just quit. I was like, but what am I gonna do? She's like, I'm gonna figure it out. You'll be fine. Just quit. And I did. One day I was like, you know what? I can't do this no more. I'm not going to this night job anymore. I want to be home. I want to sleep in my own bed. And then I started tutoring and all this other stuff. And then I started consulting. And then I had these contracts. And then now I'm here, 2 degrees later. And I realized it took that one moment where I just had to let go of what I thought was securing my future to really find where I'm at today. And it's great. I sleep in my own bed every night, and I'm doing far better than where I was.
Well,
and that's, such a thing, because I had to suck it up and say, nah, you're going to be okay.
That's right. That's right.
Confidence is key. Everybody's not very confident,
Everyone doesn't have a wife like yours too.
No, they don't. She's a very special individual.
No, we need that. Sometimes we have to listen to other people tell you we don't cry, we try. If you ain't got it in you, sometimes we have to, hold somebody else's hand, and then we be ready to go on our way after.
Yeah, and I definitely feel you on that one. I had a teacher who was I was working with her on her homework. By the way, she gave me, help me with my homework. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna help you with your homework. So I started helping her with her work and stuff like that. And then we went through this whole thing about the prison, the school to prison pipeline and all this other stuff. But I went definitely all black on them. And I was like, you're gonna do this. And she's like, okay, but I don't know. I said, I sent her all this information. And she was so proud of herself because she got a 90. She was so excited about this 90. But it was because she didn't feel that what she had to say was that important. I was like, no, you're coming with something. This is great. Keep going. Add this, add that. And it's like, I think this is why I also like what I do during the day too, is because I'm constantly encouraging people to get to the next step.
It feels good to encourage people, because when you see that light inside of them, when they realize how great they are, you feel like, yes. I love seeing little kids that are amazing, that know how to like do, music and do things that are, that you would think that a little kid are not supposed to do, but they practice. There are kids out there that want it, you know what I'm saying? And they try, and that is so wonderful to see. And I like to show my kids that, if we don't cry, we try. Look how great you could be. And it doesn't matter how old you are.
No, it doesn't. Because I tell people all the time, I speak to 50-year-old women all the time, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? They say, what do you mean? So when you grow up, what do you want to be?
Yeah, because I just grew up like the other day.
Exactly. 5 years now, I'm check back with you. What do you want to do to grow up? I think I'm going to do this now. Yes. I think I'm going to do that now. Because you can continue to evolve. You don't have to sit still and stay in the same place. You can change. Somebody new, something different.
That's right.
Enjoy life for what it is.
Exactly.
So you talked about your merchandise and stuff of that nature. How can people purchase your merchandise or your books?
So you got to go to wedon'tcrywetry.com and you can buy, I also have buttons. I'm going to have t-shirts soon, but you can get my books there. And then that will reach you to Amazon, where you can buy my books. And it takes 2 days to get it. So it's really great.
Only 2 days.
Only 2 days. Get that Prime.
No, that's definitely so cool. So your 4th book.
This 4th book is so good. I believe it. But this one is called We Don't Cry, We Try, We Ball. And it's about 2 friends that are ready to go out and play basketball. But one of the friends wears hearing aids, and he doesn't want to wear his hearing aids because he just doesn't feel like it. So his mom reminds him that you need to put them in. And Don starts to encourage him, like, man, I can't wait for you all this time. Like, come on, put them in. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And then, like, his mom's like, how are you going to hear him talk trash if you don't put your hearing aids in? So it's really good. And I think it sheds light to, impairments and disabilities, and how everyone has a reason why they don't want to do something, but they have to realize that it will just set them up for success for whatever it is that you're trying to do.
No, definitely. Who created your artwork?
So Dwayne Blair from high school.
Mount really?
Vernon. Yes, he did.
I think it's so cool. People don't understand how cool people from Mount Vernon are. First of all, I'm going to start a club about how cool people are from Track Pagan.
Oh my goodness. Aren't they? Everyone grew up so nicely.
Yo, I don't know what happened. Yeah. Especially like us, like our class and maybe the class before. It's like, actually, I know a lot of really dope people in this world who went to Track Pagan.
And we support each other. Like I see how you support Jennifer Woodruff. Like, it's amazing. Yeah.
It's like all of them. Everybody is so cool and so smart.
So smart.
And I feel like it's back to people too. But even as our community, like our community is such a small place, but it just provides so much to the world, between our athletes and then just everybody, even past the athletes, even our people who are not athletes, like us, our businesswomen out here, and then you have other people that's just so dope. So I don't do a lot of name drops.
Yeah, people are principals. Amazing.
Yeah, definitely. I'm saying let's start a whole club, because people who went to Track Pagan Elementary School are amazing.
They really are. We should start a little club.
I'm telling you.
Working group. We would be set. Like we would have like pretty much everything a business needs.
You are right. You are definitely right. You are definitely right about that. When I'm started, that's it. It's over. It's going to be called Nonprofit of Track Pagan. There's other schools you might want to be a member. Sorry, I'm not sure if you qualify. You have to pass our survey and our multi-level interview process. Like, definitely. So as we go, so your business is going to evolve. So you want to go into other things like after school programs.
Yes, I want to have workshops. I want to start getting, a lot of people coming in to talk to students to show different career opportunities. We don't really get a chance to hear of all the different things that you can be. You don't only have to be a doctor and a lawyer or a baker. You know, there's other things that you can be. There's, you know, a notary. Do you know what a notary does? Like, you know, I want people to come in and talk and really expand kids' horizons and even do fun things like learning how to juggle. Like, it's really hard, but you can do it. Try, you know what I'm saying? Like, and things like that, I really feel like would be fun and educational at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's a really great idea. I like that idea. See, everybody I speak to, because I'm actually starting a nonprofit. My Dream Big line is actually with the base of the nonprofit I'm starting, and it's all based off the premise that children is going to be about following children from like really young, honestly, from conception all the way until like they're forever. And the goal is to support the family and support the child to make their dreams come true, whatever their dreams may be. And it doesn't have to be, I'm going to the NFL. It doesn't have to be that I'm going to be a doctor. It doesn't have to be those things. And looking at those different avenues, so especially our community can start filling these gaps and creating new careers for people of color. That's what it's all going to, that's what the basic is. It's really
just going to be amazing. It's going to be so helpful, and we need that.
Exactly, because now I'm going to tap to you because you're going to do the whole social emotional component.
There. I'm getting certified in this trauma resiliency program. It's going to be so good. Like, I just want to help people realize that no matter what you've gone through, you can move along and be exactly what it is that you want to be successful. You can, we have to.
Oh no, that's just so cool. I'm gonna schedule you for a parent meeting, talk to my parents too.
I would love that. It really starts with, you know, at home.
Gosh, doesn't it?
It does.
And doesn't it? And then you can say, then you could buy my books as an additional resource that you can use.
Absolutely.
They need it. They need parents sometimes just don't know what to do with it. They don't know that simple communication or that tone that they're using is disturbing their child's behavior. If you just change your tone, it could definitely change a frown to a smile with the kid. It's all about tone of voice. And sometimes we don't realize how bad our tone is at a moment. And we just destroy our kids. We're beating them down sometimes too.
Absolutely.
Just with our tone. And it's such a sad situation. Sometimes I hear kids and their parents just be yelling at them. And I'm not going to say act like I don't yell at my kids. I yell at my kids. Sometimes they push me to the edge, but I try not.
Right.
You know? And I try to bring it
down. Right. And when I forget, you know what I'm saying, what to say, I just, you know, I grab my go-to words, my catchphrase. We don't cry, we try. And I have to say it to myself first because I'm over here crying because I'm yelling at them. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, no, I definitely get it. So how can people find you to purchase all your books and to book you for special speaking engagements?
Please follow me at We Don't Cry, We Try everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have a YouTube channel and TikTok. Follow me. We have fun on TikTok. TikTok, we just learn how to do dances and try and not to give up on that.
Yeah, see, I don't have a TikTok. I've been rebelling. I've been one of those old people. Like, no, I'm not.
The different ways that they use it, you would benefit from it too.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right, maybe I'll explore someday.
I'm gonna send you one that could be an example.
All right, you do that, and then maybe I'll get down.
Go ahead, girl.
But no, but it's been a great interview. I'm so excited to work with you moving forward in the future. Also want to thank you again for your contribution towards the last year. It was very meaningful. She contributed.
Yes, that was amazing. You're amazing. This is Black Girl Everything is amazing. I'm gonna get me a hoodie and
get you a hoodie, girl.
Yes.
They're on sale until Sunday.
I saw. I'm getting you one.
And I'm doing free shipping. And then you get a raffle too.
That's what's up. Yes.
Yes. Listen, everything comes with a surprise with me.
That is great. I love surprises.
All right. So thank you, everybody. So you stay right there.
Okay. Thank you.